Next, let's talk about data collection. Let's talk about why data collection is essential in ABA. Data collection helps us analyze interventions to see if they are effective or if changes are needed. It also helps shift challenging behaviors into more adaptive ones and provides a clear picture of the learner's progress and skill development. The data we collect often includes frequency, duration, intensity, and objective descriptions of behavior. Most importantly, this information guides our decisions, whether to continue, modify, or improve interventions to achieve the best outcomes for the learner. Now, let's discuss tracking goal data. Practitioners track data on a learner's attempts at the target behavior using the EMR system. When a learner successfully engages in the target behavior, this means they were independent and is marked as either independent or sometimes with a plus sign. If the learner is unsuccessful, meaning they needed prompts or engaged in challenging behaviors, it is marked as P for prompted, or sometimes with a minus sign. In some cases, you may also need to record the prompt level used. This shows the type of assistance given to the learner during teaching or error correction. Here are the prompt levels you may see. FP for full physical, PP for partial physical, M for model, V for verbal, G for gesture, VI for visual, P for positional, and C for choice prompt. So for example, if you use a full physical prompt during airless teaching, you would mark it as FP in the EMR system. Now, let's look at how this process flows. You start by identifying the target behavior. This is the specific skill or behavior you're focusing on. Next, you record the learner's attempt. Observe whether they performed the behavior independently or needed a prompt. And finally, you mark it in the EMR system using the correct code, such as I for independent or P for prompted, along with the appropriate prompt level if needed. Now, let's talk about tracking ABC data. It's very important that we track all challenging behaviors a learner displays. Doing this helps the behavior analyst understand the function of those behaviors and allows them to create or adjust behavior management procedures that truly meet the learner's needs. Tracking ABC data also provides evidence to support why a behavior intervention plan, or BIP, might be necessary for a learner. When we collect ABC data, we record several key details. These include the start time, end time, and duration of the behavior. We also note the antecedent, or what happened right before the behavior itself, or what actions the learner engaged in, and the consequence, which is what happened after the behavior occurred. We also write a descriptive summary of the incident to give a clear picture of what took place. It's also important to note that some learners have specific goals focused on reducing problem behaviors. In those cases, we might use a frequency count, which simply means counting how many times the behavior occurred during a given period. For example, the start time might be 1:03 p.m., the end time 1:06 p.m., lasting about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. The antecedent could be a demand. The behavior might include crying, dropping, and screaming. And the consequence might be that motivation was reassessed and the task was followed through. Here's how that might look in the descriptive summary. The writer placed the demand, clap your hands. The learner then cried, screamed, and dropped to the floor. The writer used the learner's toy car as motivation. As a result, the learner complied by clapping their hands and then received the car as reinforcement. Questions?